If this isn't proof we're living in a simulation, I don't know what is. These are similar looking countries. There's Laos and Italy. What's crazy is, well, with Laos, it's a completely landlocked country. It's almost like we designed them to be like Italy here. There's Peru and Liberia. This one's a bit more impressive because this side is all coastal territory. This is where the ocean is. Same thing for Peru. This side is where all the ocean is. There's Luxembourg and Liechtenstein. Well, first of all, these two countries aren't even that far away from each other. They're both in Europe. They're also both micro nations. I mean, this is like considered a micro state, and Luxembourg is just barely bigger than a micro state. There's Albania and Tunisia. Now, these are two continents, one in Europe, one in Africa, but they also can basically see each other. They can't really see each other, but on a map, you can almost, I think, sail in a perfectly straight line between the two. This side is the coastal stuff, and this side is the coastal stuff for Tunisia. They also both share the red. Finally, Burkina Faso and the Central African Republic. How many times are we going to do this? There's way more examples in this. This has specifically been a popular post because it's going deeper into this topic. These are some lesser known, similar looking countries out there. There's also Venezuela, Lithuania, Algeria, Iraq, Argentina, and Lebanon. I'm reading this to you because I know the image is in 140p quality. Ireland, South Korea, Kosovo, Montenegro. For some of these places, you can even include a third country that's very similarly shaped, like the island nation of Barbados. You can include them in Luxembourg and Liechtenstein. Also, Algeria, Iraq, and Kuwait. Kuwait doesn't look that much similar, but okay. Ukraine and Kazakhstan, both products of Russia. Maybe Russia just did a little bit of trolling with this one. Some of these are very, like, this is both products of kind of former Yugoslavia. There's Laos and Italy, but what about Armenia as well? Armenia with a thicker top and a thinner bottom. Kind of a weird way to describe it. Japan and New Zealand with their different islands. The UK and the Philippines. This one, I'm not really buying that much. But Zimbabwe and Antarctica, they both have a tail. Venezuela and Lithuania. Also, Lithuania looks like a bonked Africa. You know what I'm saying? Somebody literally said bonk and just kind of smash it a bit up here. And don't even get me started on similar flags. Now, this is less evidence that there's a glitch in the matrix because, of course, neighbors are going to kind of copy each other when it comes to flags. Malaysia isn't necessarily a neighbor of the USA, but also a lot of these places have like a shared history. At least that's the case with like Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. Those were all one country, Gran Colombia. But yeah, I would chalk this up to very shared history or close proximity. It's a bit more interesting when they're not that close together. I mean, Germany and Belgium literally border each other. That doesn't really count. Sometimes just copying is going on. I'm going to be real. But yeah, the borders are a lot more crazy to see the similarities.